nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know, like Bird, Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man?
What's good, y'all? Just for Kicks 212 here, and I'm here with another discussion video. I'm actually driving to the mall right now. I want to check out some things. The whole Kanye going over the Adidas thing. I've been seeing so many people talk about that shit. And honestly, like, if that was me, if I was Kanye, I would have thought that was an amazing, you know, that was the move for me. That was a good move. And that was just based off what we know as a public, you know what I mean? Y'all niggas out there is like mad at Kanye because he went to Adidas and now you can't get no Yeezys and etc, etc. Like, if anything, you should be happy he went to Adidas, because Nike wasn't helping you get any Yeezys. Nike was dropping, what, 3,000 pairs of colorway? You know what I mean? Thank God I was up in Harlem at the time when the Yeezy ones came out. I like the Yeezy ones. I like them a lot. But for the most part, if I wasn't up there, like at the time, in that time frame, I would have never got Yeezy ones. So for you niggas to be mad that nigga went to Adidas, y'all niggas is bugging. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna have a very general release collection for you guys, like from clothing to shoes. Hopefully, I don't know if he signed a shoe deal. For all I know, he signed an apparel deal. But let's just say he signed a shoe and apparel deal. You're gonna have a better chance at copying. It's not gonna be your local state only has one spot dropping them, you know what I mean? And they only have one full size run. It's not gonna be like that. And even if they do have some shoes like that, they have gonna have regular collections, just like Carmeloop, the CEO or whoever. He actually tweeted out they're gonna be carrying in 2014 the Adidas Kanye collection. So that means it's gonna be very general if it's gonna be on Carmeloop, you know what I mean? I think it was a great move. He got royalties like he wanted. He got to make more collection pieces, you know what I mean? He's gonna come out, I guess, with a fall line, a summer line, all that stuff that Nike didn't want to introduce to him. Another reason why I thought it was a great idea for him to go to Adidas instead of staying with Nike is because he designs clothing. He likes all that shit. Like, he likes shoes, yeah, but he likes clothing just as well. And for me, I've worked at Nike, you know what I mean? I know how it works, and like what design piece have they done recently that was like on the quality level of what Kanye wants to do? Like, they're a sportswear company that makes sportswear apparel. Now, don't get me wrong, they have a sportswear category, but the sportswear category is more of a casual kind of thing. It's not like Kanye clothing, you know what I mean? Like high fashion. It's definitely not that in sportswear. Like, they might make a blazer here and there, but it's not a legit, you know what I mean? So Adidas, they have Y3. If you're not familiar with Y3, it's their high fashion department of Adidas. It's Y3 with I think his name is Yamamoto or something like that. And their stuff is expensive, and it's really good stuff. Like, I used to buy their Y3 belts back in like 2009, 2010. A bunch of Harlem niggas still wear Y3. I think ASAP wears Y3 to this day. And Kanye can actually, you know, collaborate with Y3 now, or even work in that same kind of, you know, in that same kind of department where he won't have to worry about, you know, he has to make sportswear items. He can actually make high fashion items, and it'd be cool. As far as it with Nike, do I feel bad? Like, do I feel sad that he left? I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, just off the simple fact that it was so hard to grab them joints, the Yeezys. So why does it even matter? If something's gonna be more general to you, wouldn't it make you happier? You know what I mean? And maybe you can be like, oh, it's not gonna be as hot, or whatever the situation. Nike should have paid him royalties. At the end of the day, think about it like this: if you're Nike, right? And I don't believe that whole argument Kanye said where they said they can't pay you royalties because you're not an athlete. And he says, I'm a performing athlete. I play one on nobody. You know what I mean? I mean, for the most part, would you pay him royalties if he was Nike? Like, he pretty much copied the whole midsole and outsole. Is not his idea. It's somebody else's. It already came out. He just took the idea and ran with it. And the only thing he had real creative control over was the upper, and I'm pretty sure he had help with Nike's designer, so it's not like the whole design was just his. Now, if the whole midsole and outsole was his idea, like he came up with that, like it wasn't off other shoes, and the upper was completely his idea, then maybe I can see him getting royalties. But for the whole fact that he wants royalties off that shoe, off a shoe that 2/3 of the shoe is already been completed and drawn out and made previously and retroed a million times, nah. And y'all niggas can look at me and be like, oh, well, LeBron didn't make any part of the shoe, and Kobe didn't make any part of the shoe, and they get royalties. Well, they're using their name. They play in them every single day, you know, every game. Like Kanye performs every once in a while, you know what I mean? When he has his little tour, he might be seen with a shoe on every once in a while, but that's not making me buy Yeezys. They only got 1,000 pairs, only got 3,000 pairs. That don't make me buy no Yeezys. Kanye never made me buy no Jordans. Like when I was into Jordans, Kanye never, ever made me want to go buy a Air Jordan 6 or a Royal 1, you know what I mean? Like that's some preposterous shit that nigga is boasting. I mean, I get that he's trying to use as much leverage as he can get for it, but I don't fuck with that nigga like that when he's talking about he influenced me. To this day, Kanye, I don't think he's influenced me in the fact of fashion. You know what I mean? I can respect his fashion, you know what I mean? But other than that, nah. That nigga has no influence on me in that kind of department. I want to hear you guys' thoughts about this. What do you guys think about the whole Kanye going to Adidas? Do you think it was a great idea? Do you think it was a bad idea? Do you think it was okay? Did he break even? At the end of the day, you got to remember, the man got royalties now, and he's able to make more collections. So pretty much that means more money in his pocket. Because even if Nike gave that nigga royalties, you know what I mean, for the Yeezys, 3,000 shoes, let's say Michael Jordan gets 5% off his company, right? He made $2 billion. He got $100 million last year, whatever the situation is. He has 5%. Let's say they gave Kanye 5%. Nigga, what's 5% of 3,000 pairs? So 3,000, that's 9,000. So 5% of 9,000 pairs, that cost what, 250 or 200, what, 215, whatever they was, the Yeezy 2. It was 250, I think the Yeezy one was 215 or some shit like that. What's 5% of that? That's some shit Kanye gets, like, that's like a percentage of what Kanye gets doing anything he does. So he wouldn't really make any money off it anyway. So let me hear y'all niggas' opinions. How y'all niggas feel about that whole Kanye bullshit. I'll holla at y'all later just for Kicks 212. Stay tuned, I got a tech closet coming out, and I probably got another pickups video dropping. Holla at y'all later just for Kicks 212. Holla at me on Instagram and Twitter. 1.